The year was 2018. On a rainy Thursday night, I was at home with my wife Mary and my daughter Hannah. We were all together watching a Netflix movie when suddenly we heard a loud noise coming from the front gate. Worried, I got up from the couch and ran to the window to check what was happening. I was scared to see that the gate leading to the main entrance of the house had been opened. With my heart in my throat, I quickly asked my wife to take our daughter Hannah to her room and call the police. While she did that, I ran through the house locking doors and windows, hoping that would be enough to stop any threat. But when I got to the kitchen, I came across a chilling scene: 2 armed men wearing pig masks. My heart raced as I tried not to make any noise. What did these men want? How did they manage to enter our house? I was paralyzed, trying to think of a way to protect my family. They seemed to be looking for something, rummaging through everything in a hurry. I knew I needed to act fast, but I couldn't risk being seen or heard. I backed against the wall and slowly crawled towards the living room. Every step was calculated and precise, as if I was walking on broken glass. When I finally arrived, I felt a momentary relief, but I knew there was still a lot to be done to keep my family safe. The silence in the house was deafening as I crept through the corridors. My eyes were attentive to every sound, every movement. I knew the intruders were armed and dangerous, and I couldn't risk my family getting hurt. Finally, I heard the sound of the intruders' footsteps moving away from the kitchen, heading towards my bedroom. My heart raced as I prepared to act. I knew this was my chance. Without hesitation, I stepped out from behind the couch and ran down the hall towards my daughter's room. When I got there, I asked her and my wife to stay quiet and wait until I came back. I was determined to confront the intruders and couldn't do that without a weapon. With slow and cautious steps, I went to the kitchen. I approached stealthily and picked up one of the knives. That's when one of the men came out of the room and saw me. Time seemed to slow down as he stared at me with a mix of surprise and anger. I prepared to fight or run, but to my surprise, he just laughed and said, "Relax, man, we just want money." It was a relief to hear that, but I knew I was still in danger. I had to think fast and act cautiously if I wanted to keep my family safe. As I held the knife, I saw the man closest to me start to move towards me. His eyes narrowed and his posture became more threatening. I prepared to face him, feeling my heart race in my chest. That's when I heard a noise coming from the front door. It was the police. Finally! But the feeling of relief didn't last long, as the intruders also became agitated. They pointed their guns at me and ordered me to surrender. The sound of the police's heavy footsteps filled the house, echoing through the hallway. I could hardly believe that help had finally arrived. I raised my hands in surrender, but terror still gripped me as one of the intruders kept his gun pointed at my head. That's when my wife showed her cleverness. Knowing that we now had help, she opened the living room door, allowing the police to sneak in through the back door. In a matter of seconds, the intruders were caught off guard from behind and immobilized by the police. When they released me, a sigh of relief escaped my lips. After checking the house and arresting the intruders, the police released me. And my wife and daughter ran to hug me. It was a night we will never forget. The feeling of fear and helplessness stayed in our minds for a long time, but also the gratitude for being alive and safe thanks to the quick response of the police.